You got to hear this. Does the name Richard Black mean anything to you? He's a Republican state senator from Northern Virginia suburbs. He once sent out plastic fetuses to his colleagues with a note attached. Would you kill this child? He said a statue of Lincoln had no business going up in Richmond because, according to this guy, it would be sort of like putting the Confederate flag at the Lincoln Memorial in Washington. And the same guy, Richard Black, he tried to block unmarried gay and lesbian couples from receiving state home loans, saying that in doing, if you provide home loans to gay couples, that would, quote, subsidize sodomy and adultery. He won his race, and he had party leaders at his side, state senator. But according to the New York Times, when he started exploring a run for Congress last month, he felt a distinct chill. Some Republicans were concerned that he could become their worst fear, the second coming of Todd Akin. Remember him, the Missouri representative whose comments about legitimate rape were talked about in 2012. Remember all that? See, what's going on here? The Republican Party is trying to hide its true nature. They're using tactics now, stealth tactics. The Republican Party establishment is trying to cut the legs out from these crazy candidates, the ones that are really crazy. Now, every Republican is a sociopath. I mean, by definition, look at their look at what they do. Look at what they vote for. Look at what they vote against. Look at what they don't do. They just sit up there and let things self-destruct. They are psychopaths, sociopaths. But some of them are more sociopathic than others. We know this. So what the Republican Party establishment, as crazy as those sons of bitches are, they're trying to hide the real lunatics in their party. You know, the real booger eaters. You know, and I don't know why they don't try to hide. What's his name? Who was it, Kathy? The preacher, the former governor of Arkansas, the guy that Mike Huckabee. Thank you. I don't know why they don't try to hide that crazy bastard. But they're trying to hide these real fringe freaks, the ones that have crawled up out of the slime thanks to the teabaggers. You know, the teabaggers produced these people. And they claim to be anything. They claim to be libertarians. They claim to be about freedom and independence. And what they're about is insane asylums and being put away someplace or living up in an attic, you know, catching bugs and roaches and eating them. I mean, these are crazy people, literally crazy, like this guy I just told you about. So the Republican Party now is just on this crazed campaign to hide these people, push them down, and put some real solid Americans in there. You know, give me a veteran, preferably a lieutenant colonel, or I'll take a major, but I would like to have it up close to flag rank, as close as you can get. I realize those guys aren't going to run because they got all this money and they can just go on television as a consultant. But give me a lieutenant colonel. They always, like Oliver North. Oliver North was a great candidate until he turned out to be a filthy, stinking, un-American liar that Sean Hannity always wanted to go to bed with. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's what Hannity. You ever watch Hannity back in the day when every time he'd have Colonel North on? Oh my God, I thought Hannity was just going to melt. Oh, Colonel North. Oh my God. Oh, I'm getting all damp. Is there something leaking in here in the ceiling? That's what they like. They like to get a lieutenant colonel, or a colonel if they can get one. Where was I? Oh yeah. So it's time for a break. We'll be right back. Make me promise to do or die. No one can make It's not time for a break. What the hell are you doing?
I'm a whoops.
What?
Whoop, wait. I'm a little sleep deprived. I'm sorry.
I
You
know
know,
what.
most of the time, here's the truth. Most of the time I look at the clock and I'm playing the music when I'm playing it at the wrong time. I'm playing it late. I'm like, oops, that's not right.
Okay, thank you. So I guess it was my talking about Hannity and and Oliver that got to you, right?
That's the only explanation I
That
have.
no, seriously. Every time Oliver North would go on Hannity's show, which seemed like it was every other night. I swear to God, you talk about a man crush. I could not believe Hannity just sitting there. You could just see him quiver every time North, because Hannity is your classic coward. And when a classic imperialist bully, fascist freak like North walks on the set, Hannity just gets all weak-kneed. Don't forget, North was the one that ran through the VA hospital. Was it in Bethesda Naval Hospital with a loaded sidearm, threatening to kill people? I mean, Oliver North is a goddamn psychopath, just completely crazy. And of course, Hannity would just sit there. Oh, Colonel, oh, Colonel. Oh, may I smell your belt buckle? Oh, Colonel North. Oh, What I'm trying to say is the Republican Party has pulled out all the stops to get control of the Senate and in 2016 the presidency. They're that close, the executive branch. They are that close. They have the Supreme Court. They have the House. And, my attitude about it is, I hope they get it, because that will push this country finally into the place that we need to be if we're going to save anything for ourselves or our offspring or our extended families. But they're doing their damnedest to hide the freaks. And I don't think it's going to work. The Republican Party has become a refuge for freaks and crazy. I mean, seriously crazy. Not just, Uncle Charlie just out of his mind. Is he? Yeah, well, he spent all those years drinking. No, it's not that. I mean, these are stone cold sober sociopaths. They are religious freaks. They back the state of Israel no matter what Israel does, because their Jesus won't come back until Israel is something. I don't know. At which point, then they go kill all the Jews that don't convert. We've gone through all that. So the real crazy people, the Republican Party is trying to hide, cover up. What is it about trying to make a silk purse out of a sow's ear? Something.